Hello traders, John from Crypto Candlestick Trading, just doing an update on Bitcoin after the breakout last night. Just having a look here. Firstly, I'll just have a look at the longer term time frame, and this is the part that's got me. Like I kind of knew that it was going to head up to this kind of area, or eventually it had to go up to this area here. But anyway, we've got massive resistance here. That you can see there's a massive amount of selling, buying that happened in the same area. Here, massive congestion, and then we've come up to this area now, and we've broken. Well, we're basically in this kind of resistance sort of an area. Now, I just drew a few trend lines earlier just to kind of see where we're at. I did it from the top down, and looking at where we are now, we can kind of see that it hasn't changed from yesterday or the day before. It's gone up, but we're massive resistance in these same kind of areas. There's a few that I'm looking at for when Bitcoin breaks out like this. First thing I'm looking for, especially if it's got increased volume like that, I do like the increased volume side of it. I don't like that we're overbought. We're coming out of oversold from down here, which is good. Volume accumulation, which was good, but there was quite a bit of selling that happened in here as well. And then we could see that there was distribution days in this kind of area. So there was heavy selling happening up here as well. Not only the buying that got us there, but the profit taking that happened in here as well. Anyway, we've come up to this area and now we're into resistance, and to me, it still looks like exuberance. Big wallets are selling still. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens. At this stage here, this would be a sort of a short. If I was looking for this on any other time frame and this wasn't Bitcoin, I'd actually be looking at shorting something like this, or looking for reversals in this kind of area for short potential. Anyway, so it is Bitcoin, and so I don't really care which one it is. I'm actually looking for or waiting for potential shorts to happen. We'll just have to wait and see. I want to go through the rest of the crypto market, or some of the crypto market, just to have a look and kind of get some sort of basic idea of where we're at. And I think one of the ones that I liked better was Sol. I could draw a trend line down there. I'll just get a trend line going, and we'll have a bit of a look from there. Kind of drawing backwards. I could probably yeah, that kind of goes too. Yeah, we could do that. So down here, if it breaks this trend line here, that could be pretty good actually. The only thing is from down here with this kind of breakout, or that we've got above the major moving averages here, we've got a slight increase in volume here, but there's nothing, like this. We're coming out of the oversold area, which is good, but really, we're kind of hesitating because big players can see this. Let's have a look at Ethereum. Ethereum gone up. Where's the volume? Well, actually, it's not even a breakout for a new high or anything like that. So there's no volume there. Here I'll just move it back a little bit. There's volume here in accumulation, which is good. A little bit of volume here. Oh yeah, that's not bad. It could actually do something. So we can kind of see there's little volume pockets there, which is good. I do like that. This one here, Dash. One thing I was looking at before, and I like to keep an eye out for these kind of things, is divergence. So if you've got the relative strength or stochastics and divergence heading down, and the market is still heading up, when we see reversal patterns like this, look at the waterfall that happened. It was absolutely beautiful. But anyway, that went from almost $80 to almost, well, what's that? That $78 to around 43 at $44. That was not bad at all. And this is why it happened, divergence. So you can see the big money was pulling out while amateur investors were still buying in. And Litecoin. So Litecoin I do like. It just, Litecoin seems to beat Bitcoin often. Well, I wouldn't say often, but it does. It has a number of times. Let's just have a look at a trend line there on Litecoin. No, can't really get anything on there. No, not really. I would have liked to, if we're going to get a breakout, I want a strong breakout with strong volume, but I want the volume to equally match the candle as well. And so at this stage here, we've got like mix and match. It just doesn't seem to be gelling at this stage here. And here, if this was a really strong breakout with Bitcoin and everything, everyone was happy and excited, man, we'd see massive, a massive push from the market. And at the moment, we don't see that. So here we are, Matic. I do like Matic a lot, bouncing on the 200. And here we are between the 50 and the 200. What are we going to do here? So here, when we broke up, kind of came back down. So, it'll be interesting to see what we do. I do like Matic. Not at the moment, though. This one here. So I actually was looking at shorting this one here for the tweezer top. And anyway, so I'm just kind of looking at that in the 4-hour chart. Let's have a look at the 4-hour chart. What was I looking at? Oh, so 4 hour chart. Here we go. We've got a nice big engulfing closing above there. So I don't mind that. I don't like this selling that happened up here as well. You know, even this, we've got a massive, massive candle here, but why 40% of people sold out? Like that to me is a little bit of a concern. Here we've got some fantastic buying that's happening here as well. Anyway, that's on the 4 hour chart. I don't mind that one on the 4 hour chart, to be honest. And look at this, we've got, an engulfing, almost like rocket booster looking thing, closing above all the moving averages now. But anyway, a little bit of wick on the top. I don't like that tweezer top that happened there earlier. Here, going up. Yep, there's, look at that massive amount of selling there. That's on Ripple. Personally, I Ripple could do some pretty amazing things at some stage, but I don't like this exuberance right at the start, and there's big selling at the top here. So, it's a little bit funny with that. So the general market, like here we go in engulfing, but we're below two moving averages, and they're both heading down. We don't have any, there's good selling volume there too. Stellar Lumens, Stellar Lumens is the little brother of Ripple. And if we have a look here, we haven't actually come down to support yet, but we do have, some nice buying that's come back in here. Look at the volume in there too. It's nice. Anyway, Stellar Lumens. This one here, ADA. So here we are with ADA. Whereabouts we're going to go to. This almost looks like a cut with handle actually, but we don't have a breakout yet. Let's just have a look. Somewhere like that. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. I'm just going to put an alert just on the top there, just in case we do get just in case anything happens there. Now, Monero, there was a bit of buying coming back in here too, which was good. Even though it turned out to be a red candle, there was buying. But have a look at the selling that happened up here. It's pushed up, selling, bang. Pushed up, selling, bang. And so sideways kind of action here. Look at the massive volume in there too on this selling side. So anyway, sideways, congestion, choppy sort of crap. I'm not a big fan of it. Hang on a minute. Let's see if we can move that trend line. No, I would have liked to have had it below this here, this hammer, but anyway, it's above it. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens there. I am going to put an alert just above that hammer just in case. All right, moving on. I can't even trade that on my platform that I'm on, so I'm going to move on to the next one. So good volume coming in there with 1, 2. We're getting engulfing here, not quite closing above the 50 though. Man, so a lot of these are still sideways. They're just not doing the right things yet. And here we are from this low back here. That's gone from 30 cents up to 60 cents, which is very good. But we've had a nice push, but have a look at the slow, long, painful decline that seems to be happening there. And this one here actually. So I don't mind this here. Have a look at this here. So here's the wicks here that at the 200, and then we've got a massive, almost 20% candle. Like this here is not a lot of people would have been buying in up the tops here, thinking yes, this is going to take off. This is fantastic. But what they don't realize is there was a lot of selling that happened in here. Big money were taking all this out here. Market makers push this up to entice all the retail investors to buy, and then have a look at what happened. So this kind of thing here, like this here is exuberance. Like that. Well, that's selling there. This is exuberance here. And then look at that shooting star, perfect. Spinning top. Yeah. And anyway, that's the result that we get. So that's with Avalanche. So still to me, Avalanche is still kind of in a sideways sort of an area. We've come down and now we've kind of got an equilibrium here. But even though we have a nice candle there, where's the volume? Where are all the traders that are backing this thing? It's like here. Where are all the traders that were backing it? It wasn't big money that were backing this thing. And have a look how big the candle is for the size of volume. It's just way, way, way out of proportion. And here, have a look at the volume for the size of the candle. Anyway, there's just nothing there. RGRT, engulfing, closing above, not bad. Where's the volume? And I don't like the stochastics here. Look at that massive wick there. Man, that would have taken out some stop losses below here. And, Anyway, FTM, let's have a look at that. Oh, I don't mind that candle. Let's have a look at that. So this one here looks pretty good. We've got a hammer off the 50, and now we've got like a nice strong closing candle above there. Just don't like where the stochastics are. Tweeze the bottom. Look at that. Beautiful. And then up she goes. Good. Neo. Let's have a look at Neo. Here with Neo, yep, we're getting engulfing off the 50, but it's not a full body closing. That there, have a look at this here. So we've got massive volume here, but look at the, so this was at one stage, or actually it opened here. At one stage, this was green all the way up to here, and then it sold off. And then it went all the way back down to here, and then it came back up and closed there. So there was, like the buying came in there and they sold off. So what was that around about, say, even from the top side, there was like almost 50% of investors pulled out of that candle. So massive, massive volume, but there was a lot of selling in that volume. So here we go. I got actually, I'll just go back here. The exuberance that's happened here as well. Look at that. We get a massive big candle. Then what's the result? Yeah, not much for Neo on, that for me. So, and this is the one, like it popped up here and I went short here and just wrote it down to the 200. This one here, I was looking at doing the same thing. Didn't actually get on this one. I was looking at a long from easy go here, but I just kind of changed my mind at the end of it. I didn't like this, and plus I don't know where the crypto market is at this stage anyway. But have a look at that massive, massive candle. Beautiful selling off there. And then this is the decline that we get. Nice, like it. Here, look at this massive wicks at the top here, just after support, resistance. Yep, look at that. So what's going to happen with that one? Who knows? But anyway, you can see, let's have a look at this volume. Massive, massive volume spike, but look how many sellers were in there. Bang, all the way up, sold off around about 90%. No good. Here, massive selling at the top here. What's this? This is ZRX. So, it's got good volume accumulation, but a lot of selling too. Here, 20% candle, done. Here, 20% candle. What's going to happen from here? Maybe that's the pullback, to previous support. Resistance becomes new support. That could be it. All right, we'll just do a couple more, engulfing to the south side. So traders, you can probably see that, like here, under the major moving averages, and they're both pointing down. This could get legs. This run that we've got with Bitcoin, it could get legs. There's no doubt about that. But one thing we can see is that we've got major resistance above us. And if we go back and have a look in history about what's happened when there's major resistance above us, there's hesitation. And also, why isn't the rest of the crypto market following suit? Usually if we see Bitcoin break out like that, the rest of the market, it flies up, and is bursting at the seams to try to get out, from under these major moving averages to show some sort of signs. And at this stage here, from all the ones that I've been through there's just not a massive amount of ones that are looking like buying. We should see like 4 or 5 buys with a breakout like Bitcoin had last night, if it was a real breakout. We should see about 4 or 5 buys. And at this stage here, like I can see maybe 2 that I like, but they don't have any volume. So, I just can't be going near them. To me, it seems like an expensive thing to do to my account. It's going to cost me money, and I don't want to do that. So I'd much rather be having a look at the Forex market or waiting for this here to show me good signs of reversal. Oh, all of a sudden we're back under 30,000. Anyway, traders, you've probably got the idea of what I think of this, run here. So to me, all we've done is entered a resistance area, a major resistance area. That's all we've done. And so in order for us to push through here, it's going to take some massive effort, massive money. For me, I'm just waiting for more wicks at the top here and maybe a doji or shooting star or something like that. If I see that somewhere under these lines here, I will be looking at shorting. All right, traders, and so for this one here, I'm really I'm not looking at buying. If it comes back down here and gives me some sort of fantastic, but it's very, very risky buying in this kind of area here. Like for me, I'd much rather short because we've come up to here and we could get rejection from the area. All right, traders. I hope this has helped. If you have any questions with your charts, please let me know. I'm more than happy to help out with charts. And if you have any questions about Bitcoin or where we're at or whatever, let me know and we'll have a chat. Okay, talk to you again soon. See ya.